A missing toddler in Kittitas County found after she ran off into the brush. How authorities managed to track down the missing child. And authorities are investigating multiple cases of animal abuse in the lower Yakima Valley.
And we have a look at your morning conditions, your first alert forecast right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And Riley, it has been a beautiful couple of days so far. Did you get to enjoy it at all?
I did get to enjoy it yesterday. I went on a walk around a park in Richland and I just enjoyed every second of it. It was a little, it was the perfect conditions, had a little jacket on, and it was just great. And it's going to get even warmer throughout the rest of our week. Let's take a look at today's forecast. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are heating up, especially as we get into our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday conditions. We've got a dry and warm week ahead, and our light wind might help to alleviate some of the hot conditions that we are definitely not used to feeling. Our days are going to be starting pretty cool. 50 degrees in Yakima, going up to 78 degrees, the upper 70s, and a little bit cloudy and sunny for all of our regions today. Tri-Cities is starting at 50 degrees and making our way into the upper 70s, 79 degrees by the mid to late afternoon, and Walla Walla is starting at 53, making it to 75 degrees. Our days are still starting pretty cool, so you might need a jacket on your way out of the house, but by the mid-afternoon, you definitely won't be needing it. Back to you.
Thank you, Riley. A toddler who wandered away from home found safe thanks to the hard work of Kittitas County Sheriff's deputies. You're watching drone video of the child's rescue. The Kittitas County Sheriff's Office says a relative in the Umtanum area called 911 after a 3-year-old girl ran off into sagebrush near her home after 9 yesterday morning. Deputies in Kittitas Valley Fire launched drones to aid the search. A deputy finally located the child using one of the drones. She turned up about 300 yards from her home in a ravine, but is safe and okay. This video shows what we believe to be the girl's grandmother, who authorities were able to guide to the girl's location. Triumph Treatment Services is getting $11.75 million in state capital funding to help them expand their inpatient substance use disorder and mental health treatment programs. The money will help them more than double the amount of beds they're able to provide in their women's-only facility that helps women who might avoid treatment in co-ed programs. Their women's inpatient program also has a wait list of 1 to 3 weeks that officials say could prevent them from following through with getting treatment.
Being able to help people walk in the door of a treatment facility the same day that they're saying they need help, this is really important to helping people find and stay in recovery.
The funding is for the first phase of the expansion, which will get them from 16 to 32 beds. They're still working on funding for the second phase, which will get them 48 beds. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office and Washington State-based animal rescue organization Pasado's Safe Haven are investigating multiple cases of horrific animal abuse in the lower Yakima Valley. And a warning, this video does contain very disturbing images of those dogs and what was done to them. The multiple dogs were found dead in the Sunnyside and Grandview areas. Authorities say the dogs were starved, tied up, and neglected. One of those dogs hog-tied and starved to death. Authorities are asking for the public's help in bringing those people responsible to justice.
We're looking at this as a situation where is it one person, is it a number of people, is it kind of a communal understanding that this is okay and it's accepted? We're just trying to get to all of that, whatever way we can resolve this and stop this from continuing.
First-degree animal cruelty is a Class C felony in Washington State, punishable by a $10,000 fine and up to 5 years in prison. We'll have more on this coming up later on Good Morning Northwest. A homicide investigation now underway in Yakima. Yakima police say officers went out to a shots fired call around 2 Tuesday morning in the west alley of the 700 block of South 7th Street. They found a 53-year-old man in the driver's seat of a van who had been shot. He was later declared dead at the hospital. Anyone with information that can assist the investigation should contact Detective Lee with Yakima Police at 509-575-6200. The Yakima Airport wants to hear from you through a new poll. The poll asks for participants to choose a destination they consider a top priority. It lists Seattle, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Salt Lake City, and LA as possible choices. However, poll respondents can add a destination that's not already listed. The poll remains open through May, and you can find it at the top of the city's website. This is the second poll the airport has conducted this year. An earlier poll asked about support for airport expansion. The state plans to construct a new regional airport in the next decade, and the Yakima City Council recently approved a letter to WashDOT requesting the airport as consideration as the preferred location. The City of Pasco wants to hear from the public about traffic safety. It will hold a listening session on that topic next Monday, May 1st. The session will provide the public an opportunity to discuss traffic concerns and talk about solutions. The listening session starts at 5:30 Monday, May 1st at the Pasco City Council chambers. A call out for bands and musicians for Apple Jam 5. Submissions open Monday, and those interested can send a demo video to yakimaapplegam.com. Entry deadline is May 30th. All the entries will be made public on June 1st, and the public can vote. The performers who earn the most votes will join the Yakima Apple Jam Battle of the Bands 5 lineup. The two performers who receive the most votes will get an invitation to perform live at Yakima's 4th of July celebration at State Fair Park. There they can win $500 prizes for best performance, best solo performance, and best overall performance. STCU and Cap KVU Local News are looking for community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step helping us all. If you know someone like this, please nominate them by clicking on contests at yaktrynews.com. Every 6 weeks or so, we choose a volunteer to profile on Cap KVU Local News, and STCU awards his or her organization a $1,000 donation. Thank you for nominating someone, and a big thank you to all volunteers who make our communities stronger. We'll return in just a moment, but first Riley Fitzgerald joins us for a quick look at weather.
Yes, we are looking into a warm day that's ahead, a warm couple days coming up. We'll talk more about the morning forecast and look at our conditions for our afternoon, and I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
And the push for work-life balance in recent years has people looking at the impact work has on the mental health of Americans. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $2,250 total cash allowance on a 2023 Silverado with a turbo high-output engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
There's no other word quite like home. Not house, not residence, not dwelling. Because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you do one more lap around the park. Or make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home today in a new Mazda from McCurley Mazda and online at McCurleyMazda.com.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
Weather Alert today. KFKB Local News First Alert Weather, helping keep you and your family safe.
Welcome back. We've seen the headlines about Americans' mental health getting worse in pretty much every age group, plus the push to get better work-life balance. And this morning, the CDC is weighing in. Mike Valerio has a look at the details you might want to keep on hand the next time you ask your boss for a break.
Americans spend a lot of time on work.
It just permeates our entire life.
And that can take a toll, especially under tough conditions.
Working conditions can have a tremendous impact on our mental health.
A new report out Tuesday from the CDC reveals in 2021, about 1 in every 37 working adults aged 18 to 64 experienced serious psychological distress, severe enough to require treatment. The rates significantly higher for those who reported they had to work when physically ill, as well as for those who did not have access to paid sick leave. Likewise, people with late night or rotating shifts, inflexible schedules, and inconsistent pay also reported poor mental health.
People need to have a sense of agency in their lives.
Dr. Dennis Stoley of the American Psychological Association says a key reason behind the distress is a need for both predictability and flexibility.
Where people have the ability to both be able to count on fundamental things like that they're going to be able to pay their bills with their next paycheck.
His advice for employers: don't choose between economic productivity and caring for employees. The two go hand in hand.
A sense of psychological safety in a workplace increases productivity, increases innovation, increases retention, and they have a positive impact on their economic bottom line.
New research shows some sleeping aid gummies may have a potentially dangerous amount of a specific hormone in them. Researchers tested 25 products labeled as melatonin gummies. Melatonin is a hormone that helps regulate sleep. According to the researchers, 88% of the gummies tested were labeled inaccurately. One of the products actually contained 347% more melatonin than what was listed on the label. An expert says consuming a gummy with extremely high levels of melatonin can be dangerous and have side effects. Researchers say all of the gummies are products displayed on the National Institutes of Health database, a database where the public can check to see labels of dietary supplements sold in the U.S. Researchers also found in their study that some of the products also contained CBD, which is found in cannabis. They say some of those products also mislabeled how much CBD was used as an ingredient. According to the FDA, it is illegal to market CBD by adding it to food or labeling it as a dietary supplement. Dogs can safely accompany humans to outdoor restaurants, that according to the FDA. This comes from an update to the 2022 FDA Food Code. The agency still says dogs should not go inside restaurants unless they are service dogs. No exception for emotional support dogs. The outdoor dining guidance does not permit other kinds of pets. Despite the guidance, local government can still prohibit dogs if it chooses. Right now, dogs are allowed in outdoor dining areas in about half the country. Coming up, Governor Inslee has signed 3 major gun control bills into law. And Riley Fitzgerald returns with a look at your First Alert forecast.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter. And oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
Shelter. Out here, It's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Welcome to Some Bagels and Gelato at the Uptown Plaza in Richland. We've been making fresh bagels from scratch since 1991. From plain to everything and all those yummy flavors in between. Taste the difference that a fresh bagel can offer. We're sure you'll agree we have the best bagels in the whole world. And while a bagel is tasty on its own, it's even better when topped with our fresh-made flavored cream cheese. We have onion and chive, jalapeno, strawberry, and even sriracha. Go ahead, you know you want some. And when you want to step it up even more, our bagel sandwiches will keep you coming back again and again. Breakfast and lunch, hot and cold, we have a sandwich calling you. Of course, the best way to get your day going is with our fresh roasted coffee. Straight up black, latte, or mocha. Some Bagels and Gelato could be your new coffee break. And of course, we've been known to serve up smiles with our homemade gelato. A dozen flavors of goodness, certain to satisfy. Enjoy it here or take it to go. So, we invite you to visit us here in Richland or at our Kennewick location on Washington. Either way, you'll get friendly service and food that is sure to satisfy. Some Bagels and Gelato and Some Bagels too. So, we hope to see you real soon.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Cap KVU First Alert Weather, helping keep you and your family safe. Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather.
Well, good morning, everybody. The sun, we can't see the sun quite yet. It's starting to get a little brighter than it was earlier. We're taking a live look outside Giza Stadium in Pasco. It's starting to feel like spring just a little bit. Let's get on to the forecast. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. We are definitely heating up into our next couple days. We've got a dry and warm week ahead of us and some light wind that is going to help alleviate some of those heats that we are definitely getting. For our highs today in the Yakima area, we are seeing the upper 70s. In the mid-Columbia, upper 70s as well, 80 degrees over by Hanford. And in the Blues, we are seeing the mid-70 degree range. For our futurecast, we are definitely seeing some cloud coverage that's going to make its way across our areas into a little bit of showers in the Yakima area. As we move into our Thursday, some overnight cloud coverage into a beautiful day, beautiful clear day on our Thursday, making its way into another beautiful day on Friday. For our wind outlook, we're seeing some light winds going across into our weekend, a little bit of a peak on Sunday, but again, that wind might feel nice as we get into the upper 80 degree temperatures that we're going to be seeing over the next couple days. And let's take a look at those trends. For the last couple days, we've been seeing below average temperatures, and yesterday we reached our averages at last, and now we are soaring above them and definitely exceeding them by our weekend, settling back down into the start of our next work week. For into tonight, we are seeing cool but heating up overnights, definitely upper 40s, early 50s, cooling off just a little bit, so you might still need a jacket, but they are definitely heating up considering the weather we've been getting for the last couple weeks now. For our 7-day forecast, we are seeing the upper 70s in the Yakima area, making our way into a hot Saturday, 85 degree temperatures, into a slightly cooler work week for next week. Into the Tri-Cities, we are seeing the upper 70s into our today and tomorrow. In on Friday, we're seeing 82 degrees, heating our way into Saturday and Sunday and cooling off into the start of our next work week. We're seeing summer conditions for our weekend, and then we are going to go back to start to feel like spring for the next work week. Our overnight lows are still cool in the jacket kind of range, but we're definitely looking forward to a beautiful Wednesday and a beautiful rest of our week. Back to you.
The state of Washington is now the 10th state in the U.S. to ban selling assault rifles. Governor Jay Inslee signed a bill Tuesday morning immediately banning the sale, manufacture, and import of assault weapons in the state. Gun manufacturers will be allowed to sell inventory stocked prior to January 1st of this year to out-of-state buyers for 90 days. The bill does not ban the possession of assault weapons. Licensed dealers can also still sell to military branches and law enforcement agencies. Gun advocates have vowed to challenge the bill in court, arguing the ban violates the Second Amendment.
And it is clear why we need to take this action. These weapons of war, of assault weapons, have no reason other than mass murder. Their only purpose is to kill humans as rapidly as possible in large numbers.
Two other bills, including one which requires a 10-day waiting period and safety training for gun purchases, were also signed. Gun advocates don't like Washington's new law and plan to challenge it in court. Drew Mickelson has details.
This bill prohibits the sale, import, distribution, or manufacture of any military-style assault weapon in the state of Washington starting today. I'm happy to say that, today.
The bill that failed in 6 consecutive legislative sessions is now state law. But moments after the signing, just before 11 a.m., gun rights advocates filed a lawsuit challenging the legality of it. State Attorney General Bob Ferguson says his office is prepared to defend the law.
Yeah, we're confident. We haven't lost a case yet against the NRA or the Second Amendment Foundation. They've challenged common sense gun reform in the state. My legal team is better than their legal team, and I'm confident we'll win again.
Can't sell this one anymore after 1056 because it's a shotgun and it holds 2 rounds too many.
Don Teague at Olympia's Private Sector Arms figures the new ban makes more than 85% of his current inventory unsellable. He says he'll put it all into storage, hoping a court ruling will either delay implementation or throw out the law.
So magazine goes in, pump, fire, right?
In the meantime, he's looking at finding guns to replace those considered assault weapons, like those requiring pump action.
So we're just going to be finding, inventful ways to abide by the current law wherever we find ourselves, and then just continue to vote the way we vote and hope that that makes a difference in Washington someday.
So Paul's right behind me.
Paul Kramer's been working with legislators to pass the ban since 2016. His son Will was shot and survived a mass shooting in Mukilteo that year that took the lives of 3 of Will's friends.
We knew that things needed to change. And it's really gratifying. We witnessed the grief of the parents who lost their children, their young adults. We don't want others to have to go through that.
And again, the bill does not ban the possession of assault weapons and allows law enforcement and military service members to own an assault weapon. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, with the NFL draft set for tomorrow, a few prospects set out to pick up a few shifts at a St. Louis fast food joint.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
If you have outdoor plans, Trust Camp KVU First Alert Weather.
With our powerful technology, we can literally see days ahead, giving you time to prepare for what's next.
First Alert Weather from Camp KVU Local News, helping keep you and your families safe.
Ooh, schmoopy poopy. One. Oh. Baby. Ooh, schmoopy baby.
Okay, give up a kiss.
What? No.
What is a leader? Someone who has backbone, resilience, determination to put a stake in the ground and get their hands a little dirty. Arrow Construction Supply has been the Northwest's leading provider of asphalt, concrete, and erosion control industries. From homeowner do-it-yourself to large commercial projects, we have everything for sale or rent to get the job done. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply, leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years.
When you own a Ford, you get more than a vehicle. You get the benefit of having your vehicle picked up for service.
Here for the Explorer. There you go. All right, we'll get it right back to you.
This is U-Mode.
All the convenience of owning a Ford with a local partner. Corwin Ford Tri-Cities.
Get a great deal and the best prices of the year. Now at Overturf Kia, you'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. A 2023 Kia Soul LX with automatic transmission starts at just $19,999. Plus, get interest rates as low as 2.9%. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Prasa Orthopedic Center podiatrist Dr. Jared Clifford is accepting new patients.
It is 5:27. Welcome back. Some of the future stars of the NFL stepped away from the gridiron to help out at a fast food restaurant in Missouri. The presumptive #1 pick for the 2023 NFL Draft, University of Alabama quarterback Bryce Young, took orders at a Raising Cane's in Kansas City Tuesday night.
Other NFL prospects, including University of Texas at Austin's running back Bijan Robinson and Ohio State quarterback CJ Stroud, picked up shifts at the restaurant as well. The projected first-round picks worked the drive-thru and front counter while they signed autographs and talked with football fans. The night was part of a Raising Cane's promotion for its One Love craveable chicken finger meals.
I'm excited to see what the city has to offer. I've never been here before, and I'm excited to try some barbecue. But yeah, it's really been new here, but this is a super great opportunity. I'm happy I'm able to be here with CJ and Bijan.
I think you can't even dream about. It's something that's just very unique, and it's once in a lifetime type of opportunity. So it's super blessed.
I like it here at the city. It's a really chill city, and I think the people here are great. So it's a good time here.
Wow, and I've never been to a Raising Cane's, have you?
I have once in Arizona, visited my friends a couple times. She said she had to bring me because it's just a staple down in the South. So it's definitely worth going to.
Well, it sounds tasty.
Very much was.
And of course, you can make sure to catch all of the draft action here on Cap KVU. The first round begins tomorrow evening from 5 to 8:30 p.m. On Friday, the second round runs from 4 to 8:30. Round 3 kicks off bright and early at 9 a.m., running all the way to 4 p.m.
All right, we hope to see you here tomorrow. I'll have a look at your First Alert weather forecast that is coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, President Biden has announced his bid for re-election in 2024, while the nation awaits a solution for the debt ceiling problem. And another state representative is in the national news after a transgender representative in Montana was allegedly silenced while anti-trans legislation was discussed.
In today's Tech Bites, chatbot generated Amazon reviews. Some feedback for products sold by Amazon appear to be written by AI chatbots, according to CNBC. The proof? The reviews all begin with a phrase often generated by ChatGPT. Apple is reportedly developing an AI-powered health coach. Bloomberg says it will be a paid service that uses artificial intelligence and data from your Apple Watch to improve things like exercise, sleep, and eating habits, and it would be tailored to each user. It's expected to roll out next year. And Yelp is getting into the artificial intelligence game too. The site has introduced a number of updates, including an AI-powered search. Users will see suggested options and reviews. There's also a new Surprise Me button, which will show top-rated restaurants in your area. I tried using this to find some sushi near me, but the place only had tuna, half stars. 2.5 stars. Those are your Tech Bites.
Meet the Outdoorsies, Wayfair's outdoor deal experts. The gardener goes to Wayfair for gardening basics that aren't so basic. The entertainer, her place might look expensive. Don't let it fool you. And me, the lounger. I get just what I need with a tap on the Wayfair app. Get outdoorsy for way less at Wayfair.
Wayfair, you've got just what I need.
When it's go time, I don't let constipation stop me.
Great tasting Dulcolax Chewy Fruit Bites work naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. So you can go fast, go gently, and go on with life. Dulcolax Chewy Fruit Bites put you comfortably in control.
Hey, it's your dry skin. Every day we lose ceramides I need to seal in moisture. CeraVe delivers 3 essential ceramides to help restore my barrier so I can lock in moisture, feel hydrated, and look healthy. CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotions.
President Biden has announced his candidacy for the 2024 presidential election amid negotiations over the national debt limit. And a transgender Montana state representative is claiming she was silenced by GOP colleagues while the House was in session.
And we have a look at your morning conditions. The sun is out. That's Giesa Stadium in Pasco. Your first alert forecast right now.
From KapKView Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Riley, have you noticed that everything is kind of greening up and the flowers are coming out?
It is. Yards are becoming more green. Some rain. We've seen some showers over the last couple of days.
It's helped.
But it's going to be dry and we're going to be feeling some nice warm conditions today and into the rest of our week. Let's take a look at the forecast. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are heating up, especially as we get into our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday conditions. We've got a dry and warm week ahead, and our light wind might help to alleviate some of the hot conditions that we are definitely not used to feeling. Our days are going to be starting pretty cool. 50 degrees in Yakima, going up to 78 degrees, the upper 70s, and a little bit cloudy and sunny for all of our regions today. Tri-Cities is starting at 50 degrees and making our way into the upper 70s, 79 degrees by the mid to late afternoon, and Walla Walla is starting at 53, making it to 75 degrees. Our days are still starting pretty cool, so you might need a jacket on your way out of the house, but by the mid-afternoon, you definitely won't be needing it. Back to you.
Thank you, Riley. It is official. President Joe Biden is seeking a second term in the White House. On Tuesday, Biden released a video message in which he said the fight for the nation's soul is not complete. Something else is not complete, a resolution to the country's looming debt ceiling. John Lawrence reports.
President Joe Biden's fourth and final White House bid is underway.
The question we're facing is whether in the years ahead we have more freedom or less freedom, more rights or fewer. I know what I want the answer to be, and I think you do too.
A source familiar with Biden's plan says TV ads will start airing Wednesday in key battleground states, including Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania.
We made a lot of progress because of all of you, but there's more to do.
While Biden received a warm reception in his first public remarks as a 2024 candidate from union allies in Washington, he's got a 41% approval rating in April from a CNN poll, which is the second lowest among all presidents at the same time in their respective administrations in 7 decades. And even some Democratic lawmakers are staying tight-lipped about Biden's bid.
Whatever announcements I'm going to make won't be done to December on anybody.
The nation is also facing the deadline for the debt ceiling crisis, and as of now, Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy are still not on the same page.
With this president, in the next 10 years, 3 of the trust funds will become insolvent. The highway, Social Security, and Medicare. We cannot sit back and ignore the problem like the president has.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office says McCarthy's plan would save $4.8 trillion over the next decade. The White House says Congress should raise the debt limit without conditions. Montana state lawmakers are considering disciplinary action against Democratic Representative Zooey Zephyr. This in the wake of a large rally that was held Monday in support of the transgender Montana legislator. Protesters packed the gallery of the State House chanting, "Our House." At least 5 people were arrested. This protest comes as the Speaker of the House refused to acknowledge Representative Zooey Zephyr. Zephyr has not been recognized during debate since last week, when lawmakers were discussing a bill that would ban gender-affirming care for transgender minors. The Speaker said Zephyr's comments were a violation of decorum. Republicans have advanced several bills affecting transgender people this session. The potential disciplinary action could include censuring Representative Zephyr or even expelling her from the House.
It's important to acknowledge that we have had people in that body on the other side who have screamed in their closing arguments, who have equated my very existence to somehow sexualizing children, and yet the Speaker allows them to go forward. So we're seeing a very undemocratic application of what it means to have decorum. But I will say I rise in support of my community and my constituents every time I speak.
On Twitter Tuesday evening, Zephyr posted a letter she received from GOP House leaders stating that a motion will be presented later this afternoon to determine whether Zephyr's actions during a rally on Monday require disciplinary consequences. Senator Dick Durbin slammed Chief Justice John Roberts Tuesday in a statement. Earlier in the day, Roberts sent Durbin a letter declining to appear before the Senate Judiciary Committee, which Durbin heads. That request came after a ProPublica report showing a GOP mega donor subsidized luxury travel for Justice Clarence Thomas. Durbin asked Roberts or another justice of his choosing to testify on Supreme Court ethics. He expressed frustration Tuesday that in Roberts' letter declining to appear, he attached a list of the current statement of ethics the Supreme Court abides by. Durbin took that to mean Roberts does not believe changes are necessary. The senator pointed to Thomas' unreported trips on yachts and private jets as reasons why changes are needed. Well, Riley Fitzgerald is here now with a look at your forecast.
Well, it's warm today and it's going to be warming up for the rest of the week. We're tracking the next few hours. More details about what to expect coming up in your First Alert forecast.
And the latest consumer confidence measures show that Americans are worried about the current state of the economy.
This is a town called Basic. It's pretty hard to stand out around here. But if you pull up in a 2023 Nissan Rogue, you'll stand out before your feet even hit the pavement.
Can you make mine look like that?
Anything but basic. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Get a low $399 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating & Air.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing.
But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products. Fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Load up, wolves! Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Americans seem a little more worried about the economy these days. The Conference Board's Consumer Confidence measures attitudes toward the economy and job market. Consumer confidence dropped from 104 in March to 101.3 this month. It's been at a low enough level that is associated with a recession within the next year since last February. The number only briefly crawled above that territory once in December. People are concerned about inflation and jobs, and they expect things to get worse in the next 6 months. Two British-based tobacco companies that allegedly sold their products to North Korea have reached a settlement with the Justice Department. British American Tobacco Marketing Singapore and its parent company British American Tobacco will pay the United States more than $600 million for violating U.S. sanctions policy against North Korea. British American Tobacco owns Lucky Strike, Dunhill, and other cigarette brands. The Justice Department also filed criminal charges against the tobacco companies, a North Korean banker, and 2 Chinese nationals. Prosecutors allege the money from the tobacco sales help fund North Korea's weapons programs. The Justice Department says the charges against the tobacco companies could get dropped if they fulfill certain agreements and continue to cooperate with prosecutors. The men charged are not yet in custody. Coming up, a man has been charged in the murder of a Washington woman who went missing after a date at a Mariners game. And we'll return with a look at your First Alert weather forecast. That's next.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
100% ribeye beef in a burger. Yep, 100% ribeye beef in a burger. My Ribeye Steakhouse burgers. All the flavor of a juicy ribeye steak in a burger. Did I mention they're made with 100% ribeye beef?
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
At Vapiano, we invite you to slow down, enjoy the journey. Make a reservation today. Taste wine where it's created. Sample a variety of wines from Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estates, Walla Walla.
From Cap KVU, Apple Valley Eats.
The next time your jaws are aching for a really great seafood dinner, where would you rather be?
I'd rather be at Sea Galley. Now, isn't that a good idea? At Sea Galley, we have lobster and clam chowder and shrimp. At Sea Galley, you don't need to wait for the weekend. We offer 3 cuts of slow-roasted, juicy prime rib 7 days a week. And don't forget, we offer our all-you-can-eat salad bar. Or the Shipwreck Lounge with local beers, wines, and a variety of signature drinks. And don't forget, we've got crab legs. Come on down to Sea Galley.
So come get your crab legs tonight.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
If you're injured on the job, you need an experienced workers' compensation attorney.
Workers' compensation is complex. It has its own laws, doctors, courts, and judges.
For years as an assistant attorney general, I represented labor and industries. Now, I fight for injured workers.
If you can't work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call toll-free 1-888-665-8630, Bothwell and Hamill.
My legendary mozzarella sticks are back, and they come with, wait for it, keep waiting, marinara sauce. You asked for it, you got it. You can thank me later. Get them as part of my mini munchies for just $3.50.
Now, Cap KVUE First Alert Weather.
Well, good morning, everyone. We're taking a live look outside the Giza Stadium Skycam in Pasco. We are heating up. We're going to keep on heating up throughout the rest of the week. It's starting to feel like spring. Let's take a look at the forecast. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. We are definitely heating up into our next couple days. We've got a dry and warm week ahead of us and some light wind that is going to help alleviate some of those heats that we are definitely getting. For our highs today in the Yakima area, we are seeing the upper 70s. In the mid-Columbia, upper 70s as well, 80 degrees over by Hanford. And in the Blues, we are seeing the mid-70 degree range. For our futurecast, we are definitely seeing some cloud coverage that's going to make its way across our areas into a little bit of showers in the Yakima area. As we move into our Thursday, some overnight cloud coverage into a beautiful day, beautiful clear day on our Thursday, making its way into another beautiful day on Friday. For our wind outlook, we're seeing some light winds going across into our weekend, a little bit of a peak on Sunday, but again, that wind might feel nice as we get into the upper 80 degree temperatures that we're going to be seeing over the next couple days. And let's take a look at those trends. For the last couple days, we've been seeing below average temperatures, and yesterday we reached our averages at last, and now we are soaring above them and definitely exceeding them by our weekend, settling back down into the start of our next work week. For into tonight, we are seeing cool but heating up overnights, definitely upper 40s, early 50s, cooling off just a little bit, so you might still need a jacket, but they are definitely heating up considering the weather we've been getting for the last couple weeks now. For our 7-day forecast, we are seeing the upper 70s in the Yakima area, making our way into a hot Saturday, 85 degree temperatures, into a slightly cooler work week for next week. Into the Tri-Cities, we are seeing the upper 70s into our today and tomorrow. On Friday, we're seeing 82 degrees, heating our way into Saturday and Sunday and cooling off into the start of our next work week. We're seeing summer conditions for our weekend, and then we are going to go back to start to feel like spring for the next work week. Our overnight lows are still cool in the jacket kind of range, but we're definitely looking forward to a beautiful Wednesday and a beautiful rest of our week. Back to you.
A man has been charged with the murder of a Seattle woman who went missing after a Mariners game. He has pleaded not guilty. Lynn Ann Wynn reports.
Dressed in a red jumpsuit, Brett Gitchell appeared before a judge to face a slew of charges against him. The judge ordered us not to show Gitchell's face in court, as he's presumed innocent at this time.
We ask that pleas of not guilty be entered to all charges.
Liz Latham was in the courtroom, seeing the man accused of killing her friend for the first time.
I was just kind of sickened, and I was disgusted to hear a plea of not guilty.
Gitchell and Martinez-Cosman snapped this photo while attending a Mariners game together on March 31st. Court documents say they were seen on surveillance leaving the ballpark around 10:30 that night, headed for a parking garage, and that's the last time Martinez-Cosman is seen alive. Police say Gitchell denied even being at the game until presented with this photo. During questioning, investigators noted injuries on Gitchell, and detectives observed apparent blood on the inside of Brett's right shoe. 2 days after the game, Gitchell is also accused of kidnapping and trying to strangle Martinez-Cosman's special needs son, who was able to escape and call police.
We were so fortunate to have the Seattle Police Department just get right on this and 24/7 be on this. That doesn't happen to everybody. Not everyone is that fortunate.
Now, loved ones are hoping to put more attention on others who are missing in honor of Leticia.
And I think this is what Leticia would have wanted. It's, she's still working through us.
An update now in the case against a man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students. The Idaho Supreme Court now says the gag order will remain in place. The court denied a media petition Monday to remove the order. A group of news agencies, which include our sister station in Spokane, challenged the gag order, saying it's overly broad and violates the First Amendment. In its opinion, the court ruled that the petitioners have standing, but they should have gone to the magistrate court first before taking this to the Idaho Supreme Court. The ruling says the news outlets have forgotten that the Supreme Court is the, quote, last resort in Idaho, not the court of first resort. The man charged in the case, Bryan Kohberger, will have a preliminary hearing on June 26th. Lawyers for suspected University of Idaho killer Bryan Kohberger want to compel one of the surviving roommates to testify in his trial. They're now asking a Nevada court to force Bethany Funk to travel to Idaho in June. She went home to Reno after her 4 roommates were stabbed to death in their off-campus home in November. Kohberger's lawyers say Funk has information unique to her experience that is material to the charges. Funk's lawyer is fighting the request. She says Kohberger's team hasn't said what information they want from Funk, and there was no hearing before a subpoena was issued as required by Nevada law. Funk is one of 2 roommates who were not injured in the attack. Shortly after the incident, details of what one roommate saw that night in the house were heavily reported. That roommate was identified only by initials, which do not match Funk's. When we come back, a Rhode Island couple shares their secrets on how they made it 3/4 of a century together as they celebrate their 75th wedding anniversary.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Make your first move.
with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours.
There's no other word quite like home, because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home today in a new Mazda from McCurley Mazda.
The Conners is the show to watch.
Nice!
It's as vital as ever with a first-rate comedy ensemble.
You're not gonna touch me, though,
No,
right?
you big baby, I'm not gonna touch you.
Hey, guys!
The Conners, tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Weather Alert Day from Camp KVUE Local News First Alert Weather.
Welcome back, everyone. We're taking a look close to home today. 74 for Ellensburg. We've got sun and a bit of clouds for the next several days. Upper 70s across the Yakima Valley. The temps have been getting hotter, and they're going to keep getting warmer throughout the rest of our week. The Mid-Columbia is seeing upper 70s and even 80 degrees over in Richland. In the Blues, we are seeing the mid-70s in Walla Walla and upper 70s in Hermiston. Beautiful conditions today. More on the way. I'll have more that's ahead in my full forecast coming up.